What's up guys, Mike Bali here today with the BBFirefly review. I tried to record this video several times, like 6 times, but I never really liked the result. So hopefully this one will be the last one because I want to upload something new since I haven't uploaded in a week pretty much. And that's because I didn't have time to record, or I recorded some videos but I didn't like them. But anyway, today with the that's how you start a nice review. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, today, so the BBFirefly. Design wise, I think it's a pretty cool design. This thing has really thick handles and it looks really nice. I like the tunnel blade style, and I don't know, the look is pretty cool. There's some details like the logo or the model BBFirefly made in kind of a BBFirefly thing, both of the handles. And yeah, we have the milled O's and the lines, and we have the bottle opener, and it's pretty cool looking. This knife, one thing that I love about this knife is the build. It's really solid and also has pretty solid tolerances. No tap and a tiny bit of play actually. It's not cranked down all the way, and the only thing that I did with this one is putting Loctite sometimes. I think I did it like a few days ago, and oh my god. And I got this thing since January, so I never really touched it besides Loctite and cranking down the screws sometimes, and it's pretty solid for tolerances, so that's really great for the build. And yeah, now let's do a sound test real quick. Alright, not really bouncy, that's because of the tank pins probably, and pretty quiet, especially when it's looped. When it's dry, it's really loud, but it's a cool sound. Not my favorite honestly, but still pretty cool. Alright, now let's go into more specs and more stuff about the handles and blade and everything. So the handles, my bad, it's a 6061 aluminum, blasted with some details. Fucking god. Alright, I can't really flip this shit. Blast with these details, those lines and O's, which are pretty good for grip. Especially the O's are decent for, rollovers kind of trick. They're in a really good position for them. The lines are not really that useful for grip, because I don't really use them, or I don't feel them a lot when I flip. So those are good, but since this one is a V1, there is no jimpings, no lines on the side. So yeah, that's kind of slippery. And in fact, the B-Blast on this thing, it is really soft and comfortable, but it is super slippery. I got another balisson with a B-Blast, which is the Mako B4.5, and this one has a B-Blast and does not have any details. But the B-Blast on the Mako, it's a little bit better for grip because it is still slippery. The Mako, it's kind of slippery because it doesn't have a lot of details. But the feeling with the B-Blast of the Mako, it feels a lot more like dusty. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it's like being dropped on dust, and it became more like dusty, or a dusty feeling. And on the other side, the BBFirefly, it's more like of a soft, plain edge, no edge, but surface, which is more slippery in my opinion. So yeah. Then this knife runs on stainless steel bushings, and in this case stainless steel washers. I know that with the newest V1s they run on bronze phosphor, and with the V2 they also run on bronze phosphor. They probably did it, I don't know why, honestly. Maybe it was cheaper, I don't really know. If you know, I don't know. Cool. Jesus Christ. Okay. Then we have these big ass tank paints, which are really nice. They're really big, and a lot of people complain about the handle gap, and that's also because they made it big, because this is pretty much steel in contrast with aluminum, so the knife will wear a little bit. And they made up wide handle gaps, so the gap will close a lot more slowly, and you're probably not gonna have handle slap in a really long time. And probably in like years and years and years, because that's a really big handle gap. Okay, so then let's go talk about the blade. The blade is a 410 E3 stainless steel. I believe it's a 410, might be 420, but I'm pretty sure it's 410. So we have talon blade profile. We have the chamfer spine, which is pretty cool. I really like the chamfer spine. Sometimes I prefer chamfer over crown, even though crown are better for, they're more comfortable. But but chamfer, it's a little bit more, in my opinion, grippy sometimes. Maybe it's me, especially with like polished blades. But I don't know. But I like the chamfering. The bite handle indicator is pretty rounded, so you don't really get pinched while you do tricks, or actually doing the right way. You don't really feel it. You feel it, but it's not gonna pinch you. And the cutouts on the blade are not really chamfered or anything, and they are pretty sharp. And also the bottle opener, of course there is a little bit of edge because it's a bottle opener, but it's pretty pointy, so that might hurt you if you mess up a trick like an aerial and you land like this or something like that. It's probably not gonna cut you, but it's gonna be pain in the ass, that's for sure. And the last thing are also the tank pins, which are pretty long. They stick out, as you can see. They're pretty much on the same level. Focus. It's not gonna focus like it if I go to. It's fine. It's like a bad camera, whatever. But yeah, you see, it's on the same level, and that it's a little bit annoying because sometimes you can get pinched by just flipping, which happened a lot more when I start flipping this knife, and now it happened a little bit less, but still happened, and still is something to, in my opinion, point out. So now to the flippability, I think this knife is pretty good for rollovers or chaplains or that kind of stuff, because of its balance and big handles, though it lacks on some other trick. It's not really good with some other trick like fanning. It's not really nice because of a few reasons. So let's talk about fanning first. As you can see, not only the handles are pretty thick, so for choker fanning it's kind of weird, honestly, but you can still do them. Like, I suck, but you can still do them. But for regular fanning or like a backhand fan, which yeah you can still do, as you can see, like I did it, they're pretty weird, and the reason is because of the handle shape. So as you can see, the handle tapers up and it gets thinner on the face, this face and this face, but on the side they're all the same thickness, and same thing in the open position, which makes it, in my opinion, weird, because of course when you're rotating you have like a thin surface, then you have a super wide surface, then you have another thin surface, and then another wide surface. So yeah, so that's not really nice. I mean, it's not bad, just it feels a little weird, and in my opinion it's a lot more hard to like control, change direction, and make it look good. Like again, with the Mako we have, it has like all the same shape, so you don't have difference on thickness, and like it's a lot more easy, oh shoot, it's a lot more easy to fan with a Mako because of that reason, in my opinion. And to just fan, you know, and it's not really hard to, you know, change direction or anything. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so that's a little of a problem. Then for the rollovers, it's pretty good, but there is, in my opinion, another problem about this knife is the weight distribution. So as you can see on the bottom, we have pretty much a lot of weight. Right there, there's a chunk of material, which is good. But on the blade, on the talon blade at least, there is not a lot of tip material, not a lot of tip weight, and mostly it's right here. And also, I don't know, it just feels like that, like doesn't, I mean, that could be a little of a problem, maybe. But that could be a problem too, because I don't know, so maybe if you get the talon, if you get the KS blade or the trainer blade, they should have some more tip weight. But some people said they're also lighter than the talon blade, or they're like shorter. I honestly don't know if the tip weight thing it's a real problem, but I don't know. I feel like every time I flip this, there is something holding me back, because I don't flip good. Like I'm not really pro good flipper, but I have a lot more fun flipping again. The Mako it's a lot more fun to flip, in my opinion, because maybe it's smaller and it's faster, and you can do, me messing up stuff, you can just think a little bit more faster, even though I'm really messing up everything. Different weight and balance and dimensions, whatever. Oh, sorry guys. But yeah, I really feel like the Mako it's a lot more fun, for instance, to flip. And also, I have other handlebar trainers. I have, for instance, I got an example of weight distribution, which is a good weight distribution, which is the Orca clone. This thing has a pretty big chunk of titanium, so it's pretty heavy. On the bottom, as you can see right there, and then a little bit going up. And the thing is, this thing it's super great for fanning. Like look at that. And it's either because this thing has some like cuts, 45-degree cuts right there, which makes it easier. And I love 45-degree cuts, they're crazy good. But not only, because at the same time this thing has a really big ass tip. Like look at that tip material, tip weight. and all that material, stainless steel, which is balanced pretty well. So this thing feels end-biased, but it does tricks pretty decent. Like fanning, it's really nice with this one, even though it's pretty end-biased, and that's because there is a lot more tip on a lot more weight on the tip. And this one, it is end-biased, but there's not a lot of tip on a lot of material, so weight on the tip. So fans are not probably the best, but I think it's mostly because of the handle shape. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think so. Conclusion: amazing building quality. It's pretty good. Machining, handles pretty fantastic. The blade, not really. I still think that the Orca clone, even though it does have bigger cuts, it is better rounded than the Firefly. So yeah, that's not really cool. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty good building quality. I can definitely say that this thing is durable. As you can see, I have some marks. I flip it outside. Tolerances are great and everything. But flipping wise, I think this trainer is really about. It's, I don't know. Like I don't dislike it. Like I don't hate it, but I also don't really love it. It's like, I don't know. It's alright. I don't really see myself picking this thing up so much because I don't know. I don't really have a lot of fun flipping this. So maybe you love it. Maybe you want. In my personal opinion, it's not really good. And there is better stuff out there for the same price or for other prices. Though the V2, on the V2 they apparently took out some weight from the handles, putting some holes right here. They add some more grip, putting lines right here, putting jimpings. So that might be another story. The V2 might be totally different than this one, so that will be probably better. Now, I don't know, I don't have a V2, but if you're looking to buy a V1, this is pretty much my thoughts on this body song. So not really my best flipper, my favorite, not really something that I like properly enjoy picking up, because I try to lie to myself. I try to make me like this body song a lot, but it wasn't just the same. I was like, also just the Mako that I bought for design. Then I was like, yeah, whatever. It's probably gonna be not the best flipper. And I started flipping it, and it's like, it's not really that bad. It's a pretty standard flipping experience, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, body. It's pretty fast. It's pretty light. And I don't know, I just like it. As I'm messing up tricks, I really just like this body song. So, my fucking god, oh my fucking god. So yeah, or like the other clone was like, whoa, this thing is great. When I start flipping it, for the Firefly, I start flipping it, was like, yeah, this thing is fine. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't really like it. And yeah, it sucks because I really wanted to like this thing. But I don't want to lie to myself and say that this thing is the best and that is the greatest thing I ever flipped, because it's not really true. So, personal opinion, that's it. I think it's fine, but not really my favorite. So yeah, that's it for this one. I will try to upload this thing right away, and then I'll probably record another video. So I'm gonna make a double upload today, so it's gonna be more content because of the 1 week without posting anything. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you like this review, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. So stay tuned. Bye.